Good morning, everybody, from the Hyatt Regency. It is day 2, Saturday, the big day, Spooky Empire 2025. Time for breakfast. And to avoid Michael Myers taking selfies, most expensive breakfast ever. The Saturday rush is on. Everyone getting in line, getting their wristbands, and heading on in. Doors just opened a half an hour ago. Considerably busier already than it was yesterday. So these lines are outside of the autograph room and actually people waiting online for autographs from celebrities. That's where the VIP badges have really come in handy because you can just jet to the front. And by jet, we literally still waited in line for about 45 minutes as soon as the doors opened yesterday for David Horward Thornton in VIP. And we'll peek in here to see what all of these lines are for. That giant line out there was for Nicholas Hoult. Oh, and there he is, Lex Luthor. Lex, what's the plan? Other big lines, Kane Hodder, and the giant line outside is David Horward Thornton. Now, the other thing about these guys is that, like David Horward Thornton today, most of his day is filled with photo ops. So this line is going to be sitting there for like a good chunk of the time. The Grinch is in the house. The Fiend is here. We're at Skipper Haas's booth. And if you guys are not following Skipper Haas, you should follow him on the socials. We'll put a link down below. He is the greatest artist. He's got brand new stuff here on wood. You are the greatest. And you may know some of his work if you visit certain haunted areas in theme parks. Maybe?
It's all over.
But we're going to do this. The Cartomatic. What do we get?
From inside of the tiny treasure chest, you're going to receive 3 totally different and probably legally distinct from Chuck E. Cheese tokens. So, there you go.
All right.
Fortunes are on the left. Art is on the right. If you get a bad fortune, that's your fault. If you get a bad art, that's my fault. And we can blindly trade for a new one.
Oh.
No pressure. Let's see.
We need a second set of hands. Oh. Radio's back. Video's dead. Okay, we're going to go back to... We'll do one more art and one fortune.
And you can keep the envelopes, or I'm recycling them if you don't want to keep all of them. Up to you. Yeah, it's going to be $20.
Oh, the mystery shark at Gravity Falls. That's hilarious.
You ever get around to the haunted house?
And we'll do one fortune.
I've started it like 3 times now. I honestly appreciate these. So I've migrated away from it for the moment. I'm leaning towards Kingdom Hearts. So I haven't fully decided yet, but I found a couple of references I wanted to play with, so we'll see. Nice seeing you again. Yeah, you too.
Oh. My fortune is alcohol, so... You know, I feel like it kind of hit me right
on the nose.
Right in the feels.
That machine is like legitimately creepy. Like, it knows people.
It's got me squared. The line has only grown for autographs. It's now 1:15. There is a children's costume contest, but by the way, there is Art the Clown in his childlike formative years, standing right here in front of us.
And I've decided to pass on that tradition because as far as I'm concerned, they all look great. Stella and Scarlett. Charlie Ghost. Evan, as if you can believe it.
There's a robot dog. Robot dog in the house. Oh my. Most impressive. Oh boy. Kind of nestled out of the way of everything is this little table here celebrating the Day of the Dead. This is all spooky fam that has passed on. I love that they did this. A lot of familiar faces over the years.
Here in lane 53.
We are queuing up for a
Here
photo
for
op.
Daniel Roebuck in the Santa costume. That's Daniel Roebuck by himself in the Santa costume. Here in lane 54.
It's a clown off. Daniel Roebuck in his Santa costume. We just took a picture of him. And David Horward Thornton as art. I am smiling ear to ear. These are the lines now. Oh, also Art the Clown is back out here. That is not David Horward Thornton. He is still inside there. And these are the crowds waiting to get into David Horward Thornton. It is just mayhem. Woo-hoo. Wait a second, is that JD Vance? $3:30 on a Saturday. The vendor floor is considerably more crowded than it was yesterday. Oh my God! That's Puff, the Magic Dick Dragon, and the Clitosaurus.
Terrifier's got around 5.
Check out this artwork. These are all little mini ducks. And they have Terrifier here too. This is Jeremiah.
Make your own. If you like the duck art, I've got all.
Method Man in the house. Meth has a huge line out the door. Go all the way around. This is the line for Meth Continued. And out here is the line for David Horward Thornton. They've gone double Jason. It's double Christmas art and Christmas Vicky. Silent Hill and art. The crossover you didn't know you needed. Next up, tattoo contest. So, were they just showing the tattoo to the judges? And we can't see. When we've been to these types of contests before at like Star Wars Celebration, they normally have somebody who's shooting video so that they can see it on the screens like big. Now she left the stage, you literally could not see a thing. Here goes Greg Nicotero, he's on the way to his paddle. Meandering through the crowd, no one even recognizes him. Not even these people that paid for the extra ringside seats. Basket case, I love it.
All right, hello, oh wow, there we go. How's it going, everybody? Did you guys have a good time today? You're gonna have a good time tonight? You're gonna have a good time right now. Because I got with me here one of the most famous, not just makeup artists, directors, characters, personalities. And we've been working on doing this show for years, and we thought what better place to do it than live in front of all of you here at Spooky Empire. Please welcome the great Greg Nicotero. Mic drop. Is it under the seat? Oh, I was in high school. I go Saturdays. And Tom, the first time I met Savini, he was in the gymnasium in the little corner office where his lab was. And I used to go on Saturdays and hang out while he was building Fluffy from Creepshow, all this stuff. So I was just a fly on the wall. Like, that would never happen today. Right. Never happened. My career literally was being at the right place at the right time.
And just, I always say, I would always have that little highway, and I was like, what decision should I do? Should I do Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, or should I do Evil Dead 2? And I chose to do Evil Dead 2, and Tom was pissed at me for a while, but that was the first show that I did with Bob Kurtzman and Howard Berger, and K&B was born basically from Evil Dead 2. So I've always considered myself really lucky that when I had those little forks in the road, that I always chose the right one, because
So when you've
been very different.
It did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was your first project ever? Or first
Yeah.
That's
Well, no,
crazy.
actually, so here was the thing, I was saying about George earlier. George is the kind of guy that would, hey man, you should come hang out or come work on the show or whatever. So when I met Tom, we got to be friends. They would shot Creepshow, and then Tom directed Inside the Closet for Tales from the Dark Side. And he made the little Lizzie puppet. And I remember him saying, yeah, we're shooting in New York. And I convinced my parents that we should go on a trip to New York for the weekend and spend a week there. And we did. They're like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. The only reason I wanted to go to New York was because Tom was filming and I wanted to go. So we get up there and I'm like, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to go to Long Island City. I'm like, what? How do you even know where Long Island City is? You're just a fucking kid. But I went and hung out for like 3 or 4 days and I puppeteered on Lizzie and I helped Tom. So that was in June of '84. So that was the first time that I'd ever been on a movie set and like looked around and like saw the cameras and the lights and the, Fritz Weaver was in it, who was in Creepshow. So I was like, that's the guy from Creepshow. And then we went back to Pittsburgh, and then in July I went down to have lunch with George. And George is like, hey, we got a green light on Day of the Dead. Do you want a job? And I'm like, okay, I already said no for Creepshow 4 years ago or 3 years ago. So I'm not gonna say no. I'm like, yes, I'll take it. Then I drove home, called Savini and said, hey, I just got hired on Day of the Dead. I want to be your assistant. I mean, I didn't really know anything about practical makeup effects except stuff I'd read in Fangoria or Famous Monsters. And then I went to my parents and I said, hey, so I'm going to take a semester off school. I just put this medical school pre-med thing on hold for a little bit. And they were like, you gotta, my parents were so smart about it because they basically said, you got a good head on your shoulders, you're not stupid. So if you want to take a semester off school, we'll just see where that takes you. And I was like, woo! So then I called Tom, I said, I got hired, I want to be your assistant. Boom, boom, and then I was working at Tom's house. And my job was to collect resumes and order all the materials and supplies. And so I just went head first into learning everything about all the companies, where we had to order foam latex from and where we had to get the stuff to make all the molds. And I looked through the resumes and helped pick the crew. Said, this guy looks kind of cool. We should maybe talk to him or talk to him. And it was, I still remember like it was yesterday. Like, I don't know what I had for breakfast today, but I can remember like working in Tom's garage for 3 months and how fun it was. It was just, and I just thought it was like, oh, I'll do this one movie and I'll go back and be a doctor.
40 years later, here you are.
Yeah, 40 years. Day of the Dead's 40 years. And again, you need great actors to bring great makeups to life. That's why, Amadeus worked so well, The Exorcist worked so well, because these actors bring it to life. You could have the greatest makeup in the world, and you put it on somebody and they don't emote through the makeup, then you don't have a character.
Amazing conversation, Greg. Thank you so much, man.
I did all the talking, I feel bad. You should.
No, it's the guest, Greg Nicotero.
Thank you. Next time I'll interview you.
Please, everybody. Come back.
Everybody, thank you for coming. Have a great night.
Back in the hotel room for a moment. Getting ready, we're gonna head down. We have our little VIP shindig to go on in a moment. I think you could take like selfie pictures or pictures with any of the celebrities, and by contract of anybody appearing at Spooky, they need to appear at the VIP party at least for a little bit, and they meet and greet people. You can't take things for them to sign for VIP, but I want to be able to go to VIP, show you guys what's included and everything too. So you get 2 free drink tickets or 2 drink tickets included in your VIP package as well. Oh my God, Frankie. Beverages. We're down, we're heading to VIP. Everything's gone dark. I believe the floor is still open until like 9 o'clock. It's only about 8 now. I tried that ghost tequila earlier. It is super spicy. Honestly, quite delicious. We stumbled upon the Lego room. Oh snap, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I see the Wolfman.
There's a giraffe and a chicken and a panda. What's an animal? Because they're all in their outfits.
It's Lego John Cena. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my god.
Look, she made bracelets. She has that one with the ghost.
These brickheads. Ghostbusters. More Ghostbusters. Jaws. Oh my god, Peacemaker is here! The line to get in is huge. I'm not quite sure how many VIPs there are, but it seems endless. Oh, we're greeted by Frankie and his bride. And so you get raffle tickets. You can put them in different buckets of different items that you might want to win. Let's see what we got over here. We've got Ghost Tequila. There's decals. There's t-shirts. You've got a SeaWorld basket. The SeaWorld basket has Jack from Williamsburg. We've got wine, a hot sauce, ET gift set, glow-in-the-dark shirt, autographed photos. We have a shark tooth set, and a coffee set, and a poster sign, and Mary's head. A poster signed by all of the guests. All right, shy of an hour in. This is what the VIP party looks like. It's the TV head guy. Where else are you gonna go when you can hang out with Greg Nicotero and Kane Hodder together? Thor is here. Something's gone awry. Dana Roebuck and PD dancing.
We love you guys.
They are doing the raffle.
No, thank you.
Just one.
No. Next item.
What'd you win, man?
Oh, it's a signed card, some stickers,
Alright, this one is
and a pin.
Oh,
Alright.
some hot sauce.
786 987
Oh.
786 987. Last time. 786 987.
What's happening?
That's next. So, come on, guys. You gotta be here to win it.
Alright, 946 934.
Oh.
Come on down. Hurry up. Has it?
So I won this art piece that has every single guest signing it. Unbelievable. Back to the pub. 11:30 at night dinner. Caesar and chili. More French dip. The 12 o'clock walk back to the hotel. The food was not that great. It's very hit and miss at the pub. Jesse got a piece of plastic
I'm thankful to be alive right now.
in his shepherd's pie. 12:15 at night and there's still stuff going on. Here comes Mr. Bill's dog. Dude! There goes Chris Fenn. Daylight come. So the big differentiator is Spooky and other cons. Hello, Ghostface. I'm not talking to you, but everyone's partying over here. Are you partying, bro? All right, goodbye, Ghostface. It's Late Night Dracula. Back over to where the VIP area was. Now it's a nightclub open for everybody. spoiler alert, it's Sunday. We're heading into day 3. We didn't film a wrap up last night, but we are saying goodbye now. It got a little rough towards the end of the night.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for sticking with us. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.